Welcome back to On the Clock on the Rocket Productions Network. I'm your host, Dawson McNall. My good friends Jace and Scotty will join me shortly. If you have missed any episodes of On the Clock, go find the Rocket Productions Network on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, or anywhere you listen to your podcasts. All of our episodes are also available on the Rocket Productions YouTube channel. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Be sure to check out Rocket Productions on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
What's up, Snapchat Live?
That was very smooth. It looked pretty much like you sliding into a girl's Instagram DMs. But speaking of Instagram, go check us out on Instagram. But let's talk about college football first. K-State came up just short of Texas last Saturday. Texas ranked number 7. K-State, I think, was like 23, something like that. But we go in, were you in overtime? Yeah, I think it was overtime. We got the touchdown. Hang on, I'm trying.
You guys kicked a field goal and
it was not overtime.
It was.
Oh, no, yeah.
It was 30 to. It was like 27-27. Texas hits a field goal, goes up 30, and then K-State ties at 30-30. Texas wins it on a field goal, 33 to 30.
We failed.
PAT. Well, that was at 27. That was to tie it 27 all.
Anyways, we came up just a little bit short. We hoping to see them again in the Big 12 championship, but it's an uphill battle for both K-State and KU to make it there.
It's a little easier for KU though.
We have the same record.
No, they're one ahead in conference play.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. KU beat Iowa State.
Something like
27 or 28 to 21.
Yeah, it was a decent game. Just touchdowns, not many field goals. So driving down and getting 7 points every play. So it was a really good game.
And then K-State this week has Baylor. We have Baylor. Should be an easy win at home or on the road. And then KU has Texas Tech at Texas Tech.
Yeah, we're traveling up to Lubbock, Texas. So we'll just whoop them.
All right. And then App State. Let's look at them real quick. I saw something the other day. If all one score or overtime games went the other way, App State would make the top 25.
Because they're different.
Which is crazy. They beat Marshall pretty handedly on the 4th, 31-9. Looks like they got Georgia State tomorrow at 1 o'clock kickoff. And then they're going to travel to the James Madison, which we can talk about them for a minute here. James Madison Dukes came up from Division II a couple years ago. They have not lost a game this year. They're ranked 21st in the CFP. And they should be able to make a bowl game, but they can't. Because the NCAA doesn't like success stories.
That's awful.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure, isn't it?
It's because they moved up. They have to wait moved conferences. They have to wait 4 years, which is dumb. It's the same thing happened to them last year. But, NCAA, you got to make their money. And then Texas and Oklahoma State are both first in Big 12 play, tied with 5-1 conference records. Moving over to some college basketball here. KSU lost 69-82 against USC. No Bronny James, but who's that point guard?
Ellis or whatever. The Ellis kid, I think that's his last name.
I don't know.
Oh, Isaiah Collier.
Yes, Isaiah Collier.
He's a dog.
He balled out. He played really well.
Yeah,
I thought he was like a sophomore or junior the way he was playing. He played with a lot of confidence.
He's a freshman, probably one of the better passers coming in from high school, so he'll be a really good add for USC.
Yeah. Their backcourt this year is going to be crazy.
Because they didn't even have Bronny.
Yeah.
Bronny will probably be a 6-man either way. I don't see him starting in that lineup, but.
And then KU beat North Carolina Central 99-56.
Yeah,
Bill Self is back.
Yeah, hoping we could broke 100, average 100 points in one game, which is not that hard when you play North Carolina Central, but.
Take the Central off and you got a game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which, if we want to talk about bowl game predictions here for a minute, we can get into that. You guys are projected to play North Carolina in the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Hey, that's pretty. I don't even know what that bowl is. Is it good?
I think for KU.
Probably. So yeah, Blue Blood Bowl.
The Blue Blood Bowl.
So yeah.
And then who's K-State supposed to play?
K-State was Missouri, maybe?
No.
Are you a high school football fan and wanting to support your local football team? The Rose Hill High School Gridiron gives endless opportunities to help out the football team. If you're interested in signing up, contact Heath Wallace and make a difference. Go Rockets!
All right, so K-State was supposed to play Kentucky. I don't remember what bowl it was in, but I have a feeling we could probably handle Kentucky pretty handedly. And then WSU basketball.
2-0. I mean, that's what we do. Coming new head coach this year, so like we're different. You know, had some rough few seasons since we had a little run, but you know we're coming back. We were looking like a JUCO for a second. But
Still are.
this might be our year. Maybe next year.
Or
We'll
the
see.
year after.
Or the year after. I mean, you can look into the future. It's all just
I
perspective.
mean, if you wait for next year, they got Scotty Carr as backup point guard.
I mean, it's all about perspective here. It's like if you think they're gonna win this year and then they don't. I mean, you thought about it next year, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this year might not be their year, but they're 2-0. Played some pretty bad teams, but I mean, Western Kentucky's a D1 respectful school.
In, like, lacrosse?
Uh,
I don't know what you're on about.
Hey, they're D1. The school we played the other day, Lipscomb. I mean, I think they're D1, but it's one of those schools. I'm not really sure.
Nobody's really sure on that one. Okay, moving on here. Who'd you guys beat? Oh, yeah, Western Kentucky. Okay, so moving to Thursday night football. Last night was the battle of the very bad teams. It was the Chicago Bears and Carolina Panthers.
Solid game.
It actually was pretty competitive. Was it entertaining?
Whole lot of field goals.
Whole lot of field goals. The final score was 13-16, and for those of you at home doing math, that's 3 field goals for the Bears and a touchdown, and then 2 field goals for the Panthers and a touchdown. So 5 field goals. Only 2 touchdowns. Bryce Young played 21 of 38 for 185 yards.
Hey, no interceptions this time.
Yeah, clean game, no touchdowns though.
Me and Jace had both of the quarterbacks here.
Yeah, and
it was wwhoever just got more points.
And
It was
then
probably
my guy
Bryce.
Tyson had 162 yards on 33 attempts.
Which we had 160. How many Bryce had?
185.
I bet that. So I probably.
Bryce Young
I still
also.
outscored you.
Bryce Young also.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
How? Did you have somebody else?
No, I had
Oh.
Gage and he outscored him.
How?
He had 12 rushing yards, and Bryce Young had 18 rushing yards. This does not make sense. Did Bryce maybe have a fumble?
No.
Maybe.
So we're delusional. We'll move
I
on.
don't know. I'll look at it later. But
Dante
It'll buff
O'Foreman
out.
had a insane revenge game. I can't remember who said it, but someone a while ago said he was the worst running back ever to play for the Panthers.
Cap. Christian McCaffrey.
he had a few good games too. With the
I know,
Panthers.
but he came out balled out, 80 carries and 80 yards and a touchdown on 21 carries. Roquan Johnson, the rookie, did not get a ton of work, 5 rushes for 18 yards, and then DJ Moore had a carry, and
Oh.
Cole Kmet.
Bryce Young ended up outscoring him on that last drive.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
it was. I think he probably got all those rushing yards last drive.
Leading receiver for the Bears, DJ Moore 5 for 58, Cole Kmet 5 for 45, and then Roquan Johnson had 4 catches, only for 14 yards though.
He was getting a couple rushes
That's-
too in there.
Yeah, that's good to see him getting involved in the pass game. And then the ball was really well spread out here with Bryce. Adam Thielen had 6 for 42. Next highest was 3 catches for 20, which was Jonathan Mingo. Let's see. We're going to go to commercial break here real quick, and then we'll be back and talk about the number 1 pick in the NFL draft.
Are they coming on or no?
Yeah, we'll talk about this for like 2 minutes, and then I'll go get them.
Wait, I don't know.
No, Beijing was outscoring him like 7-5, and then
Yeah, it was a real nail biter for quarterbacks.
and then Bryce ended up passing. Bryce has 9, Beijing had 7.
Yeah, it was a real tough game for those
I
two.
should have started Mac Jones.
Yeah, I don't know why you started Gage and
Well, because I figured they're playing the Panthers.
Blaze Fultz liked my highlights, guys. Blaze Fultz.
Blaze Fultz is a nobody.
They just play
I should say something like that, and we roll into like some of his clips.
I tell him to send us a hype video.
There's one out there. I've seen it before. He showed us.
Blaze Fultz hype video.
NFL
Roll
draft.
Tigers. Roll frogs.
Tankathon. That's what this website's called.
Chicago 1-5.
Okay, welcome back. There's some bad teams in the NFL.
Really bad teams.
And not all of them have their own picks.
I feel like this year it's a lot of bad teams. Like,
It's a lot of really, really good teams and a lot of bad teams.
well, I feel like even the wild card teams, like Pittsburgh is still like
And Houston.
it's like I don't know. It's not.
Yeah.
It's very top heavy this year.
It's very top heavy, but not all the top teams are in like 3 divisions, so they all just beat up on each other.
Yeah.
A lot of people with the same records, 4-5.
Yeah. All right. So first pick right now, Chicago. It's from the Panthers, which kind of sucks because if Carolina could have kept their pick, I don't know how they would have done that and still got Bryce, but they could have had Marvin Harrison and Bryce Young, which I think would have been dynamic. But Chicago, you're on the clock at 1. What are you gonna do?
I feel like you go one with Marvin Harrison, or a weapon for Fields. I don't think you unless you trade him, which is possible. But
Like to Atlanta?
yeah, if you trade him to a team,
Yeah.
then it makes sense picking a quarterback and going with Caleb Williams.
If Justin Fields is still on your roster.
If Justin Fields is still in the roster, they have no intent of moving him. I don't see a point in having a quarterback battle between two 24-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is Arizona's not probably picking their quarterback, are they?
Yeah. Does Caleb Williams fall to 3?
Unless they want to give up on Murray. But I feel like
They just signed Murray to a really big deal, though.
But I also think Chicago will. Remember last year
They trade out of
they
it.
trade out of it. And
you look at like maybe New England or New York.
yeah, and because you know you're gonna get stuff back. But I don't think New York picks Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
They just paid Daniel Jones.
That's true. You
I-
have the most expensive backup quarterback in the league.
Yeah, so I don't know.
He could.
The
fall to
Rams
5.
could,
I
but they don't
know.
have any capital. They traded it all for Stafford.
Yeah, if the Rams did try to trade, I would see them going for him. 'Cause
But there is a lot of season left.
Tampa,
Baker's playing fine though.
I don't know if they move out of him next year.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's like there are a lot of bad teams, but the bad teams like either have A, really expensive quarterbacks, or B, have not great quarterbacks and have just a little too high of record.
Yeah.
Like you look at Denver or Atlanta or Washington or Vegas, they're all like 4-5 or 3-5, which right now is not going to get you the number 1 pick.
Yeah, I don't know. I could see Bears just biting a bullet and taking Caleb Williams, or just trading out of that pick.
Mm-hmm.
But because that's what they did last year, so I don't know if they do it back-to-back years. But I mean, they have 5 also, so like, even if they trade it down to like 3 or 4, that's still 2 picks inside the top 5.
For sure. The only thing, I think Carolina probably could win a game or 2 here down the stretch. Arizona could too, so that could end up with the Giants at 1. Do you take Marvin Harrison, or do you see if you can't move on from Daniel Jones?
I would try to move on from Daniel Jones if I'm them, but I don't know. They just paid him a lot.
Yeah, New England, I think, if they somehow end up with the number 1 pick, I think they have to go Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
You find a buyer for Mac Jones or just let him sit on the bench.
Mhm.
But I think that's all like the theoreticals we have. We're going to, or I guess these 2 are going to leave for the week. And I am going to host some trivia with KJ, Gage, Cole, and Elijah. So any parting words for you 2?
Go Shockers.
Wheat down.
Oh, God. Okay. Is your child interested in football? Rosso Junior Football is a great small-town program that is here to help children find their passion for football. To have the most memorable moments with your child, contact Chad Spalding through his email, chad_spalding@live.com. Thank God.
All right, we're back. I'm here with Cole Rogers, and Elijah. So we got some questions for you guys, and since y'all really ain't ball knowers, you guys can work together to figure these out. So what is the first and only sport to be played on the moon?
Are you serious? I would personally, I'd guess soccer or something, but I don't know. How the ball would.
It was in the 60s or 70s. So what was popular then?
Basketball.
How are you gonna play basketball on the moon?
What sport? It'd be like
Badminton, maybe.
all this stuff.
Why? You got to bring paddles and
I
a
feel like
net.
all
So
that
that's why I
stuff.
said
It's gotta be
That's why I
something
said
easy.
soccer, because you can
But-
just pass the ball back
Football?
and forth. Or football.
All right, you guys. It was golf.
It was how's
Golf.
They brought a golf club and a golf ball, and they just hit it at the flag.
Let's hit it off the moon. Oh my god.
Okay. Name
That's terrible.
3 schools without a Division I football program,
Oh,
or not 3 schools, 3 states.
without a Division I
Yeah.
program. Football?
Just Division One.
Does New York not have one?
No, they're not on my list.
I don't
Maine.
know.
Maine.
Maine is one of them.
Yes. No, I was gonna say Wyoming. That's not right. That's tough.
I don't know.
Think like
Anything.
north. Most of these teams are like north of where we live,
Okay.
or states.
Okay. Wisconsin has one. Minnesota has one. Connecticut. No, Yukon. No, Yukon has a.
Connecticut is not on my list.
UConn has.
They have
Yes.
one. Massachusetts has one. Oh no, UMass doesn't have one, do they?
Massachusetts is not on my list.
Oh my gosh.
Think of like way, way north, like literally the most north you can get.
I said Maine. That's literally as
No,
north as you
no,
can get.
no. Other coast.
Washington.
No,
Oregon.
up more. Up more.
Just like straight up from
That's
where we're
that
at.
goes into
So
Canada.
here's Washington.
Yeah.
What's up here?
Canada.
No, what's over from Canada?
Alaska.
There you go.
Alaska.
All right, and then think of like they're stacked on top of each other and they got the same name.
South Dakota. Doesn't
Yeah,
have one.
neither of them have one either.
No, North Dakota State has one.
No, it's not Division One.
North Dakota State is too
Uh-uh.
Division One. Yeah,
It's not FBS.
I don't know what that means.
All right,
don't know what
and then
FBS means.
here, this one's easy. This one's easy. What does the NBA stand for? NBA.
National Basketball Association.
Okay. And
I don't
then
watch the NBA.
last one. You guys, there's no chance you get this one. What sport is commonly referred to as the sport of kings?
Oh my gosh, it sounds like I would say golf.
That's a good guess.
I'd say like golf or like some like lacrosse, like some rich boy sport.
You're on the right track there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what.
It involves horses.
Oh, equestrian.
What?
Equestrian?
I have no idea what that is.
It's like horseback
Is it
riding.
where you like?
it's got
It involves horses.
like
Yeah,
you're riding.
horseback racing. Like,
No.
That's called equestrian, is it not? Like when you do like tricks and stuff on.
No,
the
that's
horse?
not what it is.
A sport?
Yeah, it's a sport. They got like sticks.
Oh
and
my
I don't know what it's called,
It's
but I
like-
know what you're
it's
talking
not
about.
jousting.
But like you're like on the horse and like having like.
No,
running.
that's
Oh.
that's jousting. It's not
That would
jousting.
have been cool. Dude, my guess is equestrian.
Yeah, I don't know
because,
anything else.
Nah,
that's
it's
literally-
it's polo.
What's that?
I don't know what that is.
I honestly don't know either. But this one was under the kids section, and I thought that was so funny.
How?
All right, we're gonna go to commercial, and then I'm gonna be back here with KJ and Gage.
If you're wanting to stay updated on school-wide events, new faces in our community, and more, then you should tune in to the Rocket Productions podcast. The podcast discusses things such as big upcoming sports games, club information, and even hosts different teachers and students for episodes. Check it out on the Rocket Productions YouTube channel every Monday.
All right, who am I here with?
KJ.
Gage.
The eyes a little bright for you? Did you just wake up, buddy? All right. What 2 NFL teams have been in the league since its founding? Like in 1920, when they first started the NFL, there are 2 teams that have been in the league the whole time. You guys can work together.
Don't look at me, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
2 guesses. Give me 2 guesses.
I guess the Oilers, but like when it's in.
No. They have the same name now as they did then.
Oh, that cuts off a lot of teams, boy, low key.
Those Cowboys.
No. I'll give you one more.
Oh.
They played last night. One of them played last night.
Oh. The Bears.
There you go. And then the other one is horrible, and they're in like the desert.
Oh,
They're named after a bird.
the Cardinals.
There you go. Well, I knew they weren't gonna get it.
I don't watch
All right.
the NFL.
In NBA legend Larry Bird, he's a sharpshooter.
Yeah, what about
What team did he coach?
bro? What? I don't know.
No? Not even gonna take a guess.
Come on,
Pacers?
Gage got it.
Pacers?
Yeah, Pacers.
Don't watch that.
Yeah,
Larry
Pacers.
Bird.
All right, and then 2 8 seeds have made it to the finals in the NBA. Can you name one of the two? You don't have to name the year, just the franchise.
Cavs.
No. One was last year.
No, I don't know.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, it was.
Who was in the last year?
Who'd you say?
I gotta think about this.
They were both Eastern Conference teams.
Yes, I told you.
Cole got it.
I don't either. I just play the sport.
Play the sport.
Yeah, for real.
Try.
Try to play the sport at least. Eastern Conference. Bro. I forgot who played last year.
It was the Knicks or the Heat.
Oh,
All right.
I don't watch NBA.
And then what sport uses a shuttlecock?
A what?
A shuttlecock.
I don't know what that is. Gage, you got this.
How did they know
I
all your
forgot what
questions?
it was called.
Oh.
They guessed it for the moon thing.
What's that called?
Is it with the horse?
No, it's not with a horse.
What?
Bro, don't worry. I could get many things from that movie. I'm Guru. I don't know. Gage, you got it.
Dude, I don't know.
No guesses?
Polo.
No. Badminton.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right. Okay, I'm done with this. All right. Thank you guys for watching and listening to the Rocket Productions Network. Remember to subscribe to Rocket Productions on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or anywhere you listen to your podcasts. If you're not already a subscriber to Rocket Productions on YouTube, please subscribe. Until next time, for Jace Beery, Scotty Carr, and these four goons, I'm Dawson McNall.